And it's curtains down on the Maharashtra campaign. Less than 48 hours to go now for polling in Maharashtra. Remember, polling is on November 20th. It's a tough fight between the Mahayuti and the Mahavikas Aghadi. A whole lot at stake, and that was very clear in the high-voltage campaign that were witnessed between both sides in this election as well. In the last few weeks, we've been seeing barbs flying thick and fast, a whole lot of polarization also, and downright personal comments between these political rivals as Maharashtra is up for grabs. There is, of course, so much to talk about in this election, besides the fact that the people of Maharashtra will have their say on whose development story they believe in. There's also going to be a decisive vote on exactly who they choose, the real Shiv Sena, the real NCP. So all of those are issues also that will come up in this election. Now, with less than 48 hours to go for polling in Maharashtra, we're going to be telling you at this point exactly how every leader involved in this high-octane political narrative has been out there campaigning on the very last day, pushing forward at the very end to go ahead and seek more votes and campaigning for some of the most high-profile candidates as well. And we'll be telling you about who went where in just a bit. And let's bring in on this broadcast our managing editor, Sahil Joshi, who's been tracking, of course, all the latest from Maharashtra, traveling across the state and giving us a sense what's been happening. Sahil, curtains down, a very, very intense campaign that you've been tracking from the ground. But I'm sure everyone's wondering right now, as we go into now polling, who has the edge, Sahil, as per you, while you've tracked these campaigns?
Well, it is going to be a very closely fight election because there are a lot of other factors involved. There are too many variables involved. At the same time, both the alliances have ensured that their alliance partners were on the toes, and because of that, there are a lot of independents, rebels. What we can talk about, there are factors about the smaller parties like MNS, Vanchit Bahujan Aghadi, and as well as the third front, which is formed by the leaders from Western Maharashtra. So there are multi-angle fight which is going to happen in many of the places. So more I can see right now is that rather than a pan-Maharashtra contest, it is going to be a assembly segment to assembly segment contest. Everywhere there is going to be a different fight altogether. In Konkan, Mumbai and Thane region, it is more of Shiv Sena versus Shiva Sena fight, what we are going to see. In Western Maharashtra, some parts of Marathwada, it is going to be against NCP versus NCP. And a large chunk of Vidarbha, it's going to be a fight between the two national parties, the BJP as well as Congress. Dominantly, what we can see that the Congress versus BJP is going to fight on almost 75 seats. The Sena versus Sena fight is going to happen on 47 seats, whereas the NCP versus NCP is on 36 seats. So these are going to be the major seats where we will see a very close contest with effect from the independents, rebels, and the smaller parties. So, the multiple issues came up during the campaign. The UP Chief Minister, when he came to Maharashtra, he coined the slogan called "Batenge to Katenge." Yeah. The Prime Minister, moderated it to "Ek hai to saath hai," and there was a counter from the Mahavikas Aghadi that the politics of division, the politics of polarization will not work in Maharashtra. But the major factor which remained to be at the core or at the center point is going to be the impact of the Ladli Behna scheme, the Ladki Bahin scheme declared by, implemented by the Mahayuti government just 2 months before the election. And that is going to be the crucial. We will have to wait and see whether it actually makes any impact on the ground on 28th or not. But this is going to be a most important and interesting election I have ever seen since 1999. 6 parties, 2 parties splitting into 4. You name an issue which is not in the fray at this point of time. Multiple promises have been made from Mahayuti as well as from Mahavikas Aghadi. It is going to make very crucial implication on the economic condition of Maharashtra as well post-election. So this is going to be a very interesting fight we'll be seeing on 20th of November when people will cast their vote in Maharashtra.
Sahil, what's the X factor to you? Is it the women vote? Is it the farmer vote? What is it going to be in Maharashtra?
The women voters, we have been traveling across Maharashtra. The women voters were pretty vocal about the Ladki Behan scheme. Almost more than 2 crore women received payment of almost 7,000 rupees in their accounts from the government, and they have acknowledged that there is a payment to the worth of 7,000 rupees in their account. In the urban sectors, because Maharashtra is a very urbanized state, almost 45% of the state is urban and semi-urban population. There, the women were more vocal about the scheme, whereas in the as you go rural side of the Maharashtra, there were multiple other issues like the agrarian crisis, specifically the soybean farmers who have been demanding the MSP for their crop. Which they have been waiting for since very long time. In 2014, they were getting almost 4,100 rupees for their crop, and now they are getting 4,200 rupees. So it has not made any kind of impact on them, despite various governments in place in Maharashtra. So, that is also going to be a major factor. The third X factor is going to be the Maratha reservation issue, which is dominantly raised in the Marathwada area. The Zarange Patil, the crusader for the Maratha agitation, is also going to be an X factor. It made a big dent to the BJP in Lok Sabha elections, which happened in the May 2024. Okay. Now, whether it has the similar impact after 6 months is going to be also a major point. Is what I can see at this point of time.
All right. Sahil, thank you very much for joining us. The hectic bit of the coverage is over with the campaign, but of course we're going to keep coming across to you for the updates. Polling expected on 20th, so in less than 48 hours from now. Thanks very much, Sahil, for joining us on 6 p.m. Prime.